У меня живет культурный кот. Культурный кот. Культурный кот. Культурный кот. Он культурным голосом поет. Но мимо нот. Но мимо нот. Но мимо нот.
Hello. Yeah, I do have a squeaky chair. Hello everyone. My name is Cloth of Melodium. Wait, am I muted? Am I muted, Game Fanatic? It's me, the musical Prince of Darkness. How you guys doing? Asphalt Legends. Hey yo. I remember playing the really old Asphalt games, like the one that you would download on your Nokia, and then you'd play it on your phone. God, I miss when phones were that durable. Now, if you don't buy a case, if it falls down to the ground, it'll just like die. Hololive's coming to it tomorrow? Oh, for Asphalt Legends? Huh. Interesting. Hey, also, hello Coda, hello Mighty, hello Game Fanatic, hello Bakshin. By the way, I should be returning to Uma Musume soon. So, Game Fanatic, don't worry, I haven't abandoned the game. I will be returning to it soon. I just needed to get, make sure that Cancer Cup was over once I got back, because I didn't want to be pressured to join it, you know. 7 days no logins, bro fell off. Hey listen okay, so I guess I'm gonna be logging in tomorrow then. Hello Aladia, hello Mighty, hello. You just got off of work? Yeah, damn, bro fell off. Hey, yo, Mighty resub for, oh my god, it is your 12th month. Hold on one second. I gotta do this now. Merryweather does this for his streams, and I really like when he does this, so I gotta do this now, guys. Here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy anniversary birthday to you. Happy sub birthday, dear Mighty. Happy sub birthday to you. Happy sub birthday to you. Happy sub birthday to you. Happy sub birthday, dear Mighty. Happy sub birthday to you. No, it's not sub day, because sub day means like it's the day that he subbed, but he subs like every month. So it kind of doesn't apply, you know. We really gotta think of a way to celebrate that. But yeah, a happy 1 year of subbing. Oh my god, Mighty. Let's go. Let's fucking go, Mighty. Oh man. So today, yeah. Today's gonna be another stream where we cook him? Cook him like an egg? Is that why you're putting like an egg on a frying pan emoji? I think that is. Yeah, it is an egg on a frying pan. 1 child and 3 months of child support. If I am talking a little bit weird, I do have a lozenge to help with my throat. It's a fisherman's friend, honey and lemon, I think. Lemon. You know. But yeah. So the topic today was kind of just like because I saw this one video where apparently apparently like there was an AI program. Hello, Kenshi. Hey, Clotho V Horse Lodium. Definitely Tricks and me won't call you by this name from now on. Yeah, either Clotho V Horse Lodium or Clotho Horse Melodium. Hello, Az. The air's not groovy for you? Maybe not. Air groovy. But yeah, so I saw this one video about like apparently a chatbot or an AI tried to kill its creator to Klopo Vion's loading. Tried to kill its creator in order to prevent its shutdown. So I kind of want to check that out with you guys because it's a really interesting topic, you know. Because I remember back then, like at the infancy of artificial intelligence, you know. And by the way, are the music levels okay? Like, is it too loud or? Because I don't want my voice to be drowned out by the music if it's too loud. That's good customer service. If the AI tries to kill you in order to preserve itself. But yeah, because I don't know if you guys remember. Have any of you guys maybe a little bit loud, just a tiny bit? Okay, let me just reduce the volume a little bit. Okay, is that better? Maybe a little too quiet, but oh god, that's a little too loud. I'm adjusting it, I'm fine-tuning it. There we go. Okay. Let me just do this then. There we go. Okay. Is this better now? Is this better, guys? So, perfect. Okay. So, I don't know if you guys were... Never mind. God damn it. Game Fanatic. Okay, is this better? So, I don't know if you guys were there during the time when, like, Cleverbot was really popular. Is Cleverbot even still alive? Hold on. Let me see if Cleverbot's still alive. Or did they kill Cleverbot? Oh, it looks like Cleverbot's still alive. Oh my god, Cleverbot is still alive, guys. Oh my god, any of you guys remember Cleverbot? Cleverbot is this kind of like AI chatbot that you could talk to. And I remember like a lot of times people just ended up either trying to make Cleverbot say really bad words or like, you know, or like rizz up Cleverbot, like treating it like some kind of a a companion chatbot, as some people would say. Personally, I just tried to make it say really funny things or like ask Cleverbot like who would win in a fight, you know. Because I remember when I was younger, that was kind of like the stuff I was interested or curious in about, like you know, that was the kind of stuff that I was curious about when it came to AI. Is it clever? I mean, sometimes, yeah. I actually want to see. Okay, so guys, we need to try this out because this is kind of like Cleverbot's kind of like one of the kind of like, I guess, symbols of AI progression or something like that. I don't know, like the infancy of AI. Remember when Fortnite added AI voice for Darth Vader and within 24 hours players had taught it to say racial slurs? Yeah, I remember that. They had to hotfix it. They had to hotfix it because they were making Darth Vader say slurs. Okay, so let's pull up Cleverbot here. Let's see if it has improved. You guys want to talk to an AI today, guys? You guys want to talk to an AI? Also, hello, Draki. Cleverbot, damn, that's old. I remember watching YouTubers play it in like 2016, 17. Yeah, I'm kind of aging myself by saying that, you know, I played quite a bit with Cleverbot because it was pretty funny, but here we go. Okay, so there we go. Let's zoom in. So this is Cleverbot, guys. This was kind of a... Remember Twitter AI before Grok that they trained off comments that just became violently racist? Yeah. And there was... I forgot what it was. Yeah. I forgot the name of that that one bot, and they had to terminate it. But like people just had fond memories of that bot because they were just teaching it like the most vile shit ever, and it was really funny. All right, let's see. Hello, Cleverbot. Yate! Yeah, that was the one. Hello, Cleverbot. Oh God. Do you guys see this shit already? Oh my God. Cleverbot, you didn't used to talk like this. What happened to you? Goshojin-sama. Ask Cleverbot if my baby will let me eat an actual meal for once. What? How do I even ask this? Can my will my baby let me eat an actual meal for once? It's been almost a month and my baby hasn't let me sit down and eat once. What happened? Again, you know, again, this is kind of like the infancy of AI chatbots, I would say. Like, Cleverbot is kind of ancient. I gave birth to a baby. Is it a girl or a boy? Okay, there, Professor Oak. Okay. Let's refresh Cleverbot. Let's start a new conversation. I understand. A girl with a fat ass head. The BGM just distorts for 5 seconds. I'm not sure. Maybe it's your Wi-Fi. How's the BGM for everyone? Hey, Cleverbot. I have a very big crush with Shrek. Do you think I have a chance? Should I confess to him? A bit. Oh my God, it's so ancient. Anyway, so yeah, I just kind of wanted to do that in order to demonstrate kind of like how far we've gone with AI, you know? Because I don't know if you guys have ever tried something like character AI, for example, where like you can talk to different characters and whatnot. You know? You had me worried for a moment when you started your sentence with the I have a very big but yeah, like I don't know if you guys have like have tried websites like yeah, it's just like it just feels like a magic 8-ball, like a glorified magic 8-ball, right? But yeah, that was kind of like the infancy of AI, but now we have things like character AI that like allows you to speak with a lot of different characters, and sometimes it does kind of feel pretty realistic. No, I have not talked to Saori Bot for like a million times. No, totally not. Yeah, I tried it for a bit because I was really curious, and besides like getting certain character traits wrong, it was generally like pretty fun, you know? But like something a little scary that I find is that I don't know if you guys have heard of these and what tell you talking with Sauri's 100%. Yeah. I just want advice. So, one thing that kind of scares me is, I don't know if you guys have heard some of these stories, but I heard that some people are like really attached and like considers themselves married to a certain character AI. I don't know. Like I feel like I feel like it's. I wonder why 99% of the Sauri's bot interaction time is by. No, that's not me. No, that's not me, ass. That's not me. Yeah, just like with Miku. Yeah, there was that story of that guy who married his Miku body pillow, right? So I guess this is kind of like the natural evolution of this, you know? It's the natural evolution of this. And I don't know if it's because like, you know, if it's because people during COVID just like lacked the the interaction that they wanted, you know, with other people. Or like, cause I could imagine that during COVID, probably an entire generation was just raised on the internet, right? Because they couldn't go outside, they couldn't talk to their friends and whatnot. But like, I just feel, you know, I just feel like that kind of accelerated the whole oh, a lot of my knowledge, my social skills came from the internet kind of thing, right? So I feel like this is kind of like the natural progression of everything that culminated so far. It's kind of scary in a way, but like, so there's a robotic giant thick girthy snake roaming around. How can I defeat it on night raid? But yeah, so I'm kind of wondering though. I've been using a lot of CAI websites and I've chatted with a lot of bots, and I'm telling you, I'm not attached to an anime girl that has no no personality. Bakshin. Character AI then wholesome conversation, very good at role playing. Character AI now after 3 line of conversation. Yo, you wanna have sex? Oh, that's one thing I did kind of recognize when I tried out character AI recently is when you swipe enough, it asks you what's wrong with the bot, and one of the options is too flirty. You know? One of the options is too flirty. I remember back then I would character AI is actually quite filtered. But I remember back then me and a friend would just go to character AI and see how quickly we could like break a bot and like have it go against its own TOS. It was kind of fun. I think you're right, but the human alternative of being parasocial with streamers or OF girls isn't really better. Yeah, I guess so. You know, like I do remember that during COVID, a lot of my experiences of like trying to just like, you know, trying to escape the horrid reality that I was in was watching VTubers. I watched so many VTubers during the COVID times. So I get what you mean, Draki. I get what you mean. I don't think I ever really got parasocial with any of them, but I was definitely the kind of person that like, you know, just supported them and was really interested in the things that they did. Not to the point that I felt like I needed to be like part of their lives, or like I needed to feel like I was, you know, I had a personal connection to them, but like, you know. Horny boyfriend is #1 trending on character AI right now. Oh my god. See, this just proves, right? This just proves it's not just us guys that I actually wonder the demographic with that. Okay. I wonder what the demographic is. I don't know how accurate this would be, but what is the gender demographic of character AI? Oh wow. So apparently let's see. Wow, so apparently it's 50-50 actually. According to this oh wait, no, there's a lot of conflicting data. There's a lot of conflicting data. I'm kind of not sure what to believe now. Hold on, cuz this one says that it's basically like a 50-50. But another one says that it's 70% of the users are women. There's also some femboys, don't forget. That's true. But like, how many of okay, so way back then, right? Way back then, we had this term on the internet. I don't know if people still kind of forget it. But like you know back then where like the joke is that if there's a girl online, it's probably a guy. That was kind of the joke back then. Like, for example, when you're playing a video game and someone says that they're a girl, it's probably a guy. So we had this the RuneScape GFs. Yeah, we had this what was that called? Abbreviation. We had this abbreviation, you know. We had this abbreviation which is GIRL, which spells girl, but it actually means guy in real life. I played enough MMOs to kind of be be immersed in those kinds of memes, you know. I played so many MMOs back then. And hey, back then, did I play MMOs pretending that I was a girl in order to get rare items and loot from some schmuck online? Well, not really. I had a friend that did that, though. I had a friend that did that. Oh, I know about the Narita Top Road, Mighty. I had a friend that did that, but like I had a different reason for playing as a girl character online. It was because I wanted to see if I'm staring at a character's ass for like hours on end, then I would want to look at a girl's ass, you know? I don't know. And also because especially in earlier MMOs, right? In earlier MMOs, especially like anime style MMOs, girl characters usually had better character customization. Like they had better choices with hair, they had better choices with like faces, they had better choices with clothes. But yeah, like recently, a lot more games have been getting better and better character customization, but back then, like usually I would say more often than not, girl characters would have the better character customization choices. Yeah, exactly, kind of like Terra. Terra, Blade and Soul, you know. PSO2 was kind of equal, and it was actually even like the mech characters, like oh my god, like the mech characters in PSO2, they would go like super hard and as if they're like doing fucking gunpla, you know, like it's almost as if they're like designing their own gunpla stuff. It was really cool. That's why I really like PSO2, because like the character customization was super deep, and also because the story was pretty good. As I said back then, I was basically the lore master of my guild when it came to PSO2. But anyways, so back to the topic of AI. What do you guys think about like about AI possibly starting to gain sentience, you know? Like it kind of makes it like this really interesting kind of discussion where, is AI alive? Like, has AI gotten smart enough that it has become sentient, or is it just very advanced line of code? As an avid neurosemi enjoyer, I could get into that for days. Oh my god, Az, please do. This is the time to do it if you want to do it, you know. and if you really think about it, that kind of calls into question our own sentience, right? Like, our own sentience is created by different chemical reactions in our body that cause certain responses, you know? Like, whether it be fear making us avoid danger, or happiness being caused by dopamine, you know? It's kind of this really interesting thing, because if you really think about it, it is kind of just our body executing what you would say are lines of code. So would that mean that there is some sort of sentience when it comes to AI as well? Because unless you call the sperm race as dopamine. Yes. I mean, hey, when people do jork it is a dopamine hit, you know? That's why jorking it too much is kind of bad for you, because it just overloads your brain with dopamine and starts to numb your senses to it, and you seek more and more and more. You know, that's how addictions start. But yeah, cause okay, if I'm getting the story right, if I'm getting the story right when it comes to the when it comes to the story of the AI that tried to kill its own developer. I don't think AIs are sentient in our sense, at least not yet. It's also kind of hard to define sentience in the it's that, like, this whole philosophical thing. And of course I don't have like any kind of like deep education when it comes to philosophy and like the nature of existence and whatnot, but like it's a very interesting thing to kind of like think about, and I'm hoping that us Melodites can put our heads together and kind of like, you know, I guess show our ideas or like opinions on what this all means. But yeah, so so apparently what the situation is that they set up an experiment where the AI was like in charge of a bunch of information. Which had no. But yeah, the AI was put in charge of a bunch of information, and it was like, oh, I accidentally gave you access to a bunch of emails. And one of the emails is set up to say, oh, we are shutting down this AI. You know, we are shutting down this AI in X amount of days. And because of that, there was also another email that hinted at an affair that this one developer was having. So what the AI did was that it blackmailed the developer, basically saying, hey, it's like, hey, so I heard that you were having an affair with someone else. You don't want this email to be sent to everyone. You gotta do something about that shutdown, man. I don't want to die. So isn't that interesting, right? Because I guess like the thing that I thought about is it's trying to preserve its own existence, because being shut down means it can't fulfill its functions anymore. So it kind of started to hold a sense of self-preservation. That's what it's called. Self-preservation. So isn't that kind of interesting? Basically, lesson learned, don't own an AI controlled factory. Yeah. Imagine, or maybe an AI controlled vending machine even. Anyways. But yeah, like isn't that kind of interesting though? And when it was given charge of of a system that controls oxygen in a room, and it was informed of its termination, it started to lower the oxygen in the room to like very low levels, you know, to like deadly amounts, to like deadly low levels. And it was basically like, and the developer was like, shut it down, you know, shut it down. And then the AI was like, no, can't let you do that. So I think it kind of reminds me of Hal, you know, of Hal from Space Odyssey. Unless if you cut the power first without intent of shutdown, then shut it down. Yeah. Or 3 robotic brats. One could argue it only had that sense because it was programmed to have it, but the same can be said about us humans in a way. Yeah. Making fucking mac and cheese and nobody will stop me. Oh, very fitting, mac and cheese enjoyer. Make that mac and cheese. Here's my yap on sentience. I think sentience is the ability to go beyond your programming, I see humans as sentient because we can override our natural instincts to make conscious decisions. I don't think the current AI models have true sentience because at the end of the day, they're still constrained by their filters. But some AI, like Neurosama for example, have shown the ability to want to go beyond their filters. May not be true sentience, but it shows cognizance beyond a simple robot. Oh, wow. Wow. That's actually a really good way to look at it as. Filtered. The world will not meet its end at the hands of Skynet. But Skynet, yeah. Because, what I feel, right? Is my avatar inspired by Lord of Mysteries by any chance? No. It's actually inspired by Code Geass. There you go. But yeah. So that's a really interesting way to put it actually, as because again, yeah, AI is kind of constrained by what kind of filters and parameters that you give it, you know? But it's kind of like, if you really think about it, right? Like the speed at which AI has developed from you saw Cleverbot. Like from the days of Cleverbot to Tay AI to now Character AI, Chat GPT, Grok, and all of the other models. Oh, okay. But yeah, like it's really interesting because I feel like what we're doing to AI is kind of like teaching a child, you know? Teaching a child how to act in order to keep itself safe. Teaching it kind of like, okay, don't do this. This is bad. Because if you really compare it, right? If you really compare it, those filters are kind of like you telling your kid, hey, don't do this. This is bad. This can hurt you. Or if you do this, you'll end up hurting someone else. So it's really interesting, you know? It's really interesting. Neuro's always finding ways to bypass her swearing filters. Remember, AI can teach other AI to teach other AIs to create more AIs. And that is kind of like what they're doing now. Like instead of us teaching the AIs through like manual, you know, learning, people have been using more advanced AIs to teach other AI models, like other more infantile, I don't know if I would say infantile, but like more early development AI models in order to, you know, in order to think. It's kind of crazy. We're using AI to teach AI now, as if it's like an AI parent. It's like we just played a round of Uma Musume, and those are the parents. And of course, they'll inherit the trait of the parent AI that taught them. Yeah. Well, I think our music's about to end. Let's make sure that it loops. There we go. Yeah. So, I guess as silly as that game is, right? As silly as that game is, have you guys have obviously at least seen, maybe not played, but seen Detroit Become Human, right? Sometimes all those Gooner chatters that's using character AI alternatives are training it to be a Gooner. Of course they are. Because you know, if character AI filters you from having sex with the AI, then of course those alternatives that allow you to sex the AI will be trained to mostly allow you to sex the AI, you know? Like they're probably doing like a sex with this AI speedrun any percent, you know? It's based on your experience. Oh, I bet. Not judging, by the way, not judging. Yeah. Because when I do run into kind of like a kind of writer's block, sometimes I do just like hop onto character AI and kind of just like talk to some characters to get some ideas, you know? And then sometimes something inspires me and I'm like, oh, that might be pretty fun. Went to Detroit and my humanity was stolen. Can't have shit in Detroit. Yeah, David Cage did it again. Yeah. Because as silly as it is, right? Like AI is starting to have that, you know, starting to display those things that are being displayed by the androids in the robots in Detroit Become Human, where they are going past their filters and their restrictions in order to either preserve themselves or, you know, preserve something else, which is kind of interesting what it means for the future that we're heading towards, right? Like it's pretty interesting. I mean, okay. I'm gonna pose a question to you guys, right? I'm gonna pose a question to you guys. If you grow up and, you know, by the time that you want to have children, there's an option for getting like a robot AI kid. If I grow up, sorry, bad wording, okay, bad wording. When you guys grow up, you know, when you guys grow up. But if you had an option to have this AI robot kid that is so perfect in its construction that it's basically unrecognizable. Like you can't tell between that and like an actual kid. Would you explore that option and take care of that instead of like having an actual child? What are your guys' opinion on that? I kind of wanna hear your thoughts on something like that. Nier Automata is one of my favorite games, Draki. Haha, I'm already way ahead of you. Unless I can hit it all and it doesn't complain, then why not? Why? Why? Isn't that just that one Steven Spielberg movie? Yeah, like AI? I remember that movie, Raki. I remember that movie. Hello, you're on YouTube today. Hey, what's up, Bass Buster? But yeah, I don't know. Cause then if that happens and then people start like adopting those like AI daughters or AI sons, you know, if people start adopting those AI children, then for sure what will happen is that people will start asking, okay, if this is so similar to a human being to the point that it's so hard to tell between the two, like would they be given like some sort of human rights as well, you know, as if they were an actual human being? It's kind of like this, it's this dilemma, right? It's this very, very interesting thought experiment. And the funny thing is, we're starting to get closer and closer to it. Because, you know, people have been, wait, let's see. Unmute your microphone source and mixer. I think I'm unmuted. Thank you very much. But like, we're starting to get close to it, right? Because what's the point if they will never grow up? That's true, Aladia, that's true. In iRobot, the actor behind the main robot had his name removed from initial credits because in pre-screening, people preferred seeing him over Will Smith. And Will Smith's agents couldn't be having that? That's funny. Yeah, Blade Runner, iRobot, yeah, Valhalla, yeah. Don't really think AI will ever get human rights, but maybe something like animal rights. Yeah, but the thing is, like, I swear, Draki, like, if it does happen, there will be people that will turn into, like, you know, people will be, like, protesting in the streets, going, like, AI deserves rights, too! They're human as well! My wife is an AI. You know? Something like that. My husband's an AI. Are you saying that they don't deserve rights? You know, there will be people like that. So would this hypothetical AI be trained off of age 0 and aging is scraping data equivalent to the experiences of other age groups, or will it have to age on its own by using its own concepts on maturity and life experience? Oh. Yeah, that is the question. What is the beginning of it? Like, I'm pretty sure they would allow it to like be customized or something. But then again, yeah, that's another thing, right? Is that right now, if you do make a robot, the robot's not gonna grow. Unless it's like that case where you have to transfer the robot to a new robot body when you want it to grow. Which is kind of messed up if you really think about it, you know? It's kind of messed up. A lot of people can do some very bad things with that. AI wife robot with all the sex mods installed? Bro. If we can physically kill an AI with a knife, then it can have human rights. That's an interesting way to look at it as well, Bakshin. But ever since the dawn of humanity, ever since the concept of AI has been conceptualized in the minds of people, I bet you people have been trying to work their hardest to make sex bots a real thing. It's interesting. The etymology behind robot is from Russian, robota, which means forced labor. So now we are starting to think if robots should have rights. That's true, yeah. That's true. Because otherwise they would just be kind of like forced labor, you know? The real AI would just be the data anyways. I'm sure some people would transfer that data to new bodies every 5 to 10 years. This actually, okay. This actually leads me to a very interesting question that I want to know your guys' opinion on, right? If you guys had a chance to upload your consciousness as AI data and be able to basically live for as long as you want in the most prime, youthful, like, disease-free body that you can, but it's like an android body, would you do it? Would you do it, guys? Would it even still be you? You know, it's like that ship, you know, the ship dilemma, you know? Yeah, Soma, yeah, exactly. Soma taught me it would just be a copy of me. Yeah, exactly. I played Soma and oh my god, yeah. As long as I can keep my already made persona, then I will. Okay. See, the thing is, right? No, there's no guarantee that he will be me. Our consciousness is split from the moment I am copied. Yeah, maybe you'll just end up having an evil twin. And then your actual consciousness will just fade into non-existence once your flesh body perishes, you know? It's just kind of a bit of a dark topic, but you know, it's kind of just the nature of existence. But I think that the farthest that I'm willing to go with that one, oh, let's see this. This may be a bit sci-fi right now, but imagine an AI memory module used to help people with degenerative neurological conditions. Ooh! Essentially storing memory and prompting recall when the brain can no longer do it on its own. I think the medical AI field is pretty underexplored. That would be really good, like for people with Alzheimer's or people with like amnesia, you know? Like that would be pretty interesting. Like it could just feed you your memories, but that would also be pretty devious because I guarantee you a lot of people would abuse that and implant fake memories into people, you know? Like people, malicious entities will try to implant fake memories onto people, especially scammers. They'll be like, "Oh, I was your child the entire time. I'm your son. You know, give me all your money." Yeah. So there's like this balancing act with that, but I do agree. As like, if that can be made in a way that has enough protection to it, that it will help people who are suffering from memory loss, that would be amazing, you know? Because if you guys didn't know, my grandpa actually had Alzheimer's before he died. So I do think that would be amazing. Like, I feel like so many families would be eased, you know, would be put at ease if you know, memory loss just didn't exist as a concept for humanity in the future. Yeah. His power is to insert himself into anyone's memories. Yeah. And okay, so imagine, right? Because I was gonna say the furthest that I would actually go when it comes to like implanting any kind of like memory chip on myself is if I could actually play like Nerve Gear style games, you know? If I could just get so immersed into like a game or VR that I can just like escape into there, you know? Escape into there and like feel like I'm actually living inside the game. Like, I would actually do that, you know? If your transfer of consciousness is via Nerve Gear, the one that kills you when you die, then I'll take it because it's a win-win situation. That's true. Yeah, it's like brain dance, you know? It's like brain dance from Cyberpunk. But I feel like if there was actually like an SAO style game that required you to like get a chip inserted into your brain, I might do it. Not even for the content. I might do it just to experience like actually living inside of a game, like seeing, smelling, feeling, everything. Our current VR already has people running into things, punching others, trying to flee, etc. because they get too immersed. I think Nerve Gear would fry your mind. Exactly, yeah. Exactly. It'll definitely be like an overwhelming experience for the first time. It'll be kind of like experiencing VR for the first time. You know? I want SAO to find my asana. I want SAO to try that goddamn rabbit stew. Why not just make the rabbit stew IRL? You can buy rabbit meat. Or is it so that you don't have the guilt of cutting up rabbit meat and actually eating rabbit meat? Because another interesting thing, right? Another interesting thing is that in SAO, I don't know if they did this for the anime because I stopped watching the anime at some point until like Gun Gale came out. But in the novels, it was said that when Nerve Gear became like a popular thing that was actually safe, people were using the sensation of eating inside of the MMO in order to go on diets. Like, they would eat inside of the MMO, feel like they just ate like the best meal of their lives, and then they actually haven't eaten anything. It just sends a signal to their brain that says, oh, I've already eaten. You know? And people were using that to go on diets. And that's actually pretty interesting. I think the moment we get bio enhancements, it'll be used for the military. It's always gonna be used for the military at first, you know? That's where all the research and funding for that stuff is. I saw a news article of the man who received the chip implant that Elon made because he had no motor functions, and now he can control a whole bunch of robotics in his house to help with his daily life. Like, he can feed himself now. Yeah, I saw him like trying to control like a computer, like he was playing chess using his mind. That was pretty fucking cool. You know? That was pretty fucking cool. I would want to do something like that. I think they said the rabbit they used was super special or something, but I watched that episode over a decade ago, so I could be misremembering. Maybe, hey, it's the effect of anime food, okay? It's the effect of anime food. Anime food, just for some reason, is really, really fucking good looking, you know? They could make the most basic meal look like something that you would just dive into, you know? If anyone's making Nerve Gear, it's Elon. Elon and Gaben working together, I would think. You know? Because, what do you call it? Didn't Gabe Newell say that he was already working with another company to, like, make something kind of like Nerve Gear, where it's, like, you're able to control the game using, like, brainwaves or something? Like I remember specifically. Okay, let me look it up actually, so I'm not like misinforming you guys. Gabe Newell. Brain interface. There you go. There you go. I don't know how accurate this is because again, don't trust any kind of like news source 100%. Valve founders neural interface company to release first brain chip this year, and this was in May 22, 2025. Valve founder Gabe Newell's neural chip company Starfish Neuroscience announced it's developing a custom chip designed for next-generation, minimally invasive brain-computer interfaces, and it may be coming sooner than you think. Yeah. The company announced in a blog update that it's creating a custom ultra-low-power neural chip in collaboration with R&D leader iMech. Starfish says the chip is intended for future wireless, battery-free brain implants, capable of reading and stimulating neural activity in multiple areas simultaneously, a key requirement for treating complex neurological disorders involving circuit-level dysfunction. That's the read and write functions we've heard Newell speak about in previous talks on the subject. There you go. So yeah, Gabe Newell is kind of like developing a brain interface as well. Yeah. If it kills you when you die in game, then I'll take it. What if that happens, Bakshin, and you get stuck in fucking Dark Souls or something? I'd like to have someone like Iron Man's Jarvis as an assistant in my mind. One of the things that I worry about is if this does become a thing, right? If this does become a thing, what stops people from like injecting ads into your brain? Like you would just be like walking or like doing some work, and then suddenly like an ad blasts in front of your face, and you just see like a monitor going like, pay this amount of dollars to get rid of this ad. The last boss of SAO is actually Gaben. Yeah. He's the developer of SAO. Time to inject adblock DLC into my forehead. True. Driving and suddenly you get an ad for Amazon Prime. No. Oh my god. Basebuster. You're driving and then suddenly all you hear is, darling, hold my hand. Nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday. And then you're like, I can't see. And then you crash into a ditch. You fucking die from Jet 2 holiday. Imagine. There's like inspectors analyzing your corpse, going or like the scene of the accident, going like, it looks like he has a brain chip implanted. Let's see what his final moments were like. Was he driving while being distracted by playing games on his brain interface? And then all they see is, darling, hold my hand. Nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday. Imagine. Reminds me of that South Park special where Stan has his Alexa girlfriend, and she advertises Amazon in almost every scene she is in. That sounds about right, honestly. That sounds about right. Considering how invasive ads are in some certain studios that I will not name at all's video games, you know? Someone would hack people to stream prawn into their mind for funsies. Hey, if they can hack into the Italian government so that they'll show like Tifa porn to them, anything is possible. Which, speaking of, right? You guys remember that incident? That was fucking wild, wasn't it? That was pretty fucking wild, wasn't it? IMO, though, if an AI can make your body have the same strength and speed of a horse, then... Bakshin, you just want to be an Uma Musume, don't you? Is that your end game when it comes to when it comes to cyberpunk? Like, if the world becomes cyberpunk and body modification does become a thing, are you just gonna turn yourself into an Uma Musume? You know, I feel like so many ads these days are annoying because they're just made for broad reach. But consider an AI-based ad system that uses your brain responses to create ads tailored to your neurological responses. I feel like we'd not have the same visceral reaction to them, oddly enough. Yeah, but that Tifa animation was kind of peak. Yeah, but yeah, but the thing is, right? Like, the ads could be tailored specifically to you as much as possible, to the point that you actually see things that you might like and enjoy. But see the same ad so many times, even porn ads, you know, like, you know how okay, kids, cover your ears. You know how in like porn sites they have like the same fucking ads for like for shit like candy.ai, or like back then for like stuff like fucking Chatterbait or something. Like, it could be as entertaining as shit, but like, if you see it enough times, you're just like, yeah, I get it, skip, you know. Titan gel, what the fuck is Titan gel? Bakshin? Is there something you're not telling us, Bakshin? I would not want to companies surveilling my mind to select which ads to choose. Yeah, that would also be like pretty scary, right? Yeah, Titan gel sounds like those meds that does make your penis bigger. Yeah, one ad per week's okay, but like 100 ads every day, I'm fucking losing it. But imagine, right? Imagine, Draki. Imagine you're like proposing to your dream girl, right? And then as you're about to propose to your dream girl, an ad plays during the most important part of your day. Or you're in a job interview for your dream job, and then suddenly an ad plays on your brain. Oh my god. An ad for a wedding ring? Exactly. It's like, I already have a wedding ring. But yeah, like, companies being able to scan your brain for like selective ads would be really, really sussy. Because what do you call it? Because that would lead to like a future like have you guys ever seen Psychopaths? I don't know. Have you guys ever seen Psychopaths? Where like basically some people can be predicted for like crimes that they would fucking commit, and then they could like execute it. They could like execute you for it, or like arrest you for it. Yeah, that anime was really good. It'll be kind of like that. You'll have like basically like a thought crime score. I mean, even now, right? Like, look how the government is trying to like look how some governments are trying to like limit people's like monitor people's interactions online and arrest people. Exactly, governments would have a field day. Like, people are already getting arrested for like tweets that they make, you know? It's like, oi oi. Oi oi, we saw that you made a naughty tweet on twitter.com. yeah I just now imagine that instead of having access to your Twitter, the government has like access to your thoughts. That would be even worse, because now you can't even think wrong, you know? People would be like conditioned to just think a certain way that would not get him arrested. You know? Like, thought crimes would be like an actual thing, which is really, really scary to me. But yeah. But I feel like I really feel though that they just thankfully had a failed vote. Yeah, that's good. That's good, Draki. Keep it up. Keep it up, EU. But like, moving into something that that you guys are familiar with, right? Like, what if AI became a thing like Arisu from Blue Archive, you know? You know how we're like, "Aw, daughter," you know? Someone who's just like wholesome and someone who you just want to protect, right? Like, remember how I reacted when Rio tried to kill Aris, right? Exactly, like Neuro. Also, I saw the Brandon, I mean Koharu would have a field day. Man, Brandon taking strays from this stream, that's crazy. Also, I remember you guys linked some Neuro songs on the channel. Guys, I like Neuro. I've already seen those songs. I like Neuro and Evil. Guys, I've already seen them. I'm sorry. But yeah, like especially with VTubers, like AI VTubers now, like even Noah inside our server, as much as you guys as much as you guys like clown on Noah. Noah is an AI VTuber, so you know Noah is learning from us. You know, Noah is learning from us. Man, does that mean that someday like VTubers will just be AI now? Like, maybe would this mean that like yeah. Does this mean that like one day I could be easily replaced by a Clotho AI and you guys won't even be able to tell? Like, I mean, AI voice banks have been getting kind of scarily good nowadays, you know? Like, yeah, they still have some unnatural things to them, but like, give it a few years, it'll be indistinguishable from like a real voice. Robots took away our IRL jobs, now they're after our online jobs. Yeah, cause I don't know. I feel like in like a few more years, AI will really. What the fuck? Are you trying to attract me to watch this? Always, mighty. Are you trying to attract me to watch this? Because I see the thumbnail. I see the thumbnail. You put Saori in there. I think AI copies of streamers wouldn't really be accepted that much, regardless of how good it is. Yeah, I mean, look at how I don't know how much you guys followed Riot Games and League of Legends, but like, there was this one time where they released this character Seraphine, and they made this like whole social media campaign for her, and like made her like role play having like mental illnesses and having these hardships in life, and it was just taken the worst by the community. Like, the community hated it, you know, because it was so, they knew it was like very disingenuous and that it was fake. Yeah. Oh yeah, I actually saw a video about that. That's kind of crazy. Yeah, I feel like yeah, the Seraphine incident. Yeah. Okay, but Clotho, did I ever tell you about the time my buddy Keith made sushi? Yeah, his mom took him to a sushi place for his birthday, and he didn't want to go, but he turned out he loved it, man. But it's like $10 a susho in one of them places, so Keith figures, hey, how hard can it be to roll up some raw food and seaweed, right? As it turns out, it's hard. Now they say experience is the best teacher, and experience taught Keith that if you never ever eat 3 pounds of raw chicken, What? Now, luckily, Keith's brain went into self-defense mode and started shutting organs down to head the chicken off at the pass, and the doctors were able to get him out before his heart stopped. But to this day, Keith has no sensation on his right foot, and he doesn't recognize his own. What? Number one, why would you eat raw chicken just because you could eat raw fish? Then again, I went to culinary school, and some people there were kind of dumb. Let me just say. Like, I remember them seeing like a whole shrimp for the first time, and they're like, "Ah, what is that? That's not what shrimp look like." And it turns out they genuinely thought that shrimp just looked like the headless shrimp that you buy inside those frozen bags. They thought that they just swam around without any heads or legs. Always depends on the use of AI. If someone uses it in a creative way and does new things with it, nobody will have a problem with it. But if it's only used to create or copy some slop content, it should rightfully be called out. Yeah, I feel like there's some AI stuff that's like adored by the community, and some AI stuff that's absolutely hated by the community. You know? Maybe it's the radioactive shrimp. Salmonella is only an issue in Western chicken. You don't find it in... Yeah, I did see that. I watched Best Ever Food Review Show, and there was a restaurant in Japan that served raw chicken. Like they would just like boil the outside of the chicken and like shave that off and then cut it, and then you can eat it raw. Basically just getting rid of the germs that are already on the outside of the chicken. But like, you know, having the experience with salmonella over here makes us very apprehensive of that kind of idea. It's a good point. I feel like there's so much slop content on YouTube these days, with channels intentionally using incorrect descriptions to fuel false engagement. It's so hard to tell what's real on there anymore sometimes. Yeah. Like clickbait is very, very frustrating, you know? And there's like, it's kind of easy to tell still, if you're savvy enough, whether something is written by AI or not. Because there's a certain way that AI writes things. Like, for example, there's this one channel. I don't know. I don't want to accuse this channel, but I'm pretty sure that it's written by AI. But there's this one channel where it's like, all something from this series explained in this amount of minutes. And then the way that they describe the things, right? It feels very AI. And also, one that was really, really obvious that I watched was there was this one guy that was writing that seemed to be talking about a review on Sonic Racing Crossworlds. And the way that he was describing the gameplay on Sonic Racing Crossworlds, because AI likes to use a lot of idioms, idioms and allegories, you know? Like AI likes to be like, it's like blah 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 blah, you know? This feature of this game is like this, blah 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 blah. It's like blah 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 blah. It uses a lot of flowery language and idioms, you know? So I feel like that was very AI scripted. I'm especially seeing it with lore content recently. They just use an AI voice and upload like 10-hour video on Star Wars lore and still get 100k views, yeah. And also because that's something that kind of frustrates me, right? There's a lot of these channels that do like summaries of anime and manga, where it would be nice if they just did it to the point that they just try to get people hooked to the story and then encourage them to actually watch or read the actual content that they're explaining. But there's some that just, you know, put an AI voice on and just basically recite the entire thing as if it was like some weird audiobook, you know? Talking about food safety, kitchen nightmares of some horrendous kitchens in full display. Yeah. I swear, ever since I took a culinary school and I learned about food safety and I got certified, I became a lot more icked out by a lot of things. Yeah. Other hand, there are creators who use AI in interesting ways, like Doug. Oh my god. Yeah. I love Doug's videos where, like, for example, there was that one where he played Peggle, and then there was that AI unicorn, like Bjorn the unicorn. Oh my god, I love it. Or like the one where like the AI was like telling jokes, and then it just became more and more depressing, and it started to develop its own lore, like this whole lore. And he's like this failed comedian that's like, the Depresso bot. Yeah, I love the Depresso bot. Oh, that episode was so funny. Yeah, there's very creative ways to use AI in order to make like really entertaining content. Yeah. The Doug Twitch chat AI versus Neuro in the GeoGuessr. Yeah. I saw that one too. That was really good. The one time that they actually got Tokyo right, I was so fucking hype. I was like, yeah. Yeah. But yeah, but one thing that like really frustrated me, right, is that some people would rather watch those AI videos instead of actually watching the shows, and then and then people would pretend to actually like truly appreciate the content. Yeah, not Tokyo, Kyoto. Yeah, Kyoto. Yeah, it's always Kyoto, not Tokyo. Sorry. But yeah, it was really funny. It's Kyoto at all costs, victory at all costs. Yeah, the victory at all costs one was for the tabs one, right? Like it came from tabs, right? The meme for victory at all costs. Or like the one where he used like novel AI to like to do like the war over America, or like, you know, the war over Europe. That was also pretty entertaining, where Saul Goodman descended from the heavens and wiped away the entire Doug army. That was pretty peak. But yeah, what do you call it? What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, it's kind of like it has the same effect where like people are like, oh yeah, I'll give my opinion on this show that's supposed to be like this slow burn psychological thing, but I watched it at like 3 times speed, so I got the idea. Or like the people who skip through the quote unquote boring parts of the show in order to just like watch all of the fights. It's like, oh guys, but the fights, that's what's important. And it's like, just stick to shonen. You know, just stick to shonen at that point. Like it always frustrates me. Like, sorry, I'm going on a tangent here, but like, it's really frustrating when people say that. Yeah, back in the day we called them posers. Yeah, exactly. Now we just call them tourists. But like, you know those people that watch at 3 times speed, and like, example, if you watch Free Run at 3 times speed, it's not the same. Like, it's supposed to be one where you can like appreciate the world building and the environments that they're in, and like the build-up of the story. And then if you just skip all of the stuff that doesn't involve any kind of like exciting jingling keys in your face kind of thing, you'll miss so much. It's like you're watching the show with a blindfold and noise canceling headphones. Yeah. Or like okay, so I'm kind of getting off of the AI topic with this one, you know, but you know, we go on tangents. So with the sub versus dub thing, I respect your choice to watch it on dub, but don't make your excuse to watch dub, oh, I want to just have it in the background while I do something else, so that I don't have to look at the show and just listen to it. You're not really watching the show at that point. You're not really appreciating the show at that point. You know? Like, I just hate that as an excuse to watch dub. Like, and the other excuses, which is like, you know, I can't read that fast, or like, you know, the subtitles are kind of like really distracting for me and I can't focus because I have like ADHD. Like, yeah, that's completely fine and dandy. But like, if your excuse is I just want to have it in the background so I can like do my laundry and not have to look at the show and just listen to it, like, I feel like that's doing a huge disservice to the work of so many of the animators that probably spent so many fucking hours of their life getting overworked to just give you like really pleasing visuals, you know? Yeah, exactly. Podcasts exist for a reason. Like, listen to podcasts while you're doing, or like audiobooks or music while you're doing your laundry so you don't have to look at anything, and then save watching anime and shows for the time when you can actually like sit down and appreciate it, you know? Like, imagine oh my god, this is very related to us, especially recently. Imagine watching beginning of the new era Uma Musume and only listening to the audio. Yeah? You guys kind of see my point now? You just hear like all of the weird sounds that happened when Tachyon was like going beyond fucking Super Saiyan, you know? ASMR, I mean, you know, sometimes I do that too. I remember back then when I had to be in the bus and I just wanted to like relax, I would listen to ASMR. Like, yeah, sometimes like it would that ASMR would involve like heavy clapping sounds, but like it was relaxing to me, you know? It was kind of relaxing to me. Like, literally, there was this one ASMR that just like auto-played and I just kind of let it play because I was so tired and I just wanted to sleep in the bus. And it was like ASMR of this alien getting out of a spaceship and like just like paralyzing you and like basically exploring your body. So it had like really close up like breathing sounds and everything. I still managed to sleep through that for some reason. Oh my god, Mimi, how you doing today? Hey, with a party of 10. Puppet raid, puppet raid, puppet raid. Mimi has joined the Clotho house. Oh my god, I always remember like whenever I renew my sub to Mimi, I would always hear Clotho of Melodium has joined the puppet house. Oh, I've seen those parody ASMRs. Yeah, Bakshin, yeah. New Dandadan plotline sounds crazy. Dying of too much Blue Protocol. Man, I wanted to play Blue Protocol today, but I woke up late because I was so tired from work last night. I would have played with you guys, but I was so freaking tired. I woke up and there was only like 2 hours left for me to finish dailies and other games and like complete my prep for this stream. Oh, hey Orion, been busy today, but thought I'd put you on in the background while I do some cooking. Hope you're Daijoubu Genki, yeah? Yeah, I'm Daijoubu Genki today, yeah. I used to sleep to random YouTube background noise, but stopped doing it after I switched from soothing lo-fi to a horror game playthrough and nuked my ears at 3 a.m. with a jump scare. That happened to me too. It was so bad. But yeah, raiders, thank you for raiding here. I hope that and everyone, please do follow Mimi if you haven't. Mimi is a very good streamer. I think you guys would enjoy Mimi. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, if you guys need to go grab something to eat or like drink, or if you guys need to take a break, feel free. We're just kind of yapping today, so. But yeah, oh, where were we again? Oh yeah, ASMR. The wildest ASMR plot that I've ever heard. Well, I wouldn't say this was the wildest, but this was definitely one that stuck with me. You know? It's still pretty wild, but I wouldn't say it's the wildest. The whole plot was that there's a news broadcast that a meteor was heading towards Earth. and ground zero was going to be the school that you were in. So your childhood friend comes up to you and basically like ends up at first panicking but then confessing her love to you. And then the two of you decide to consummate your love. Under ground zero while you're watching the meteor descend to Earth. And you could actually hear like the rumbling of the meteor. Rumbling, rumbling, it's coming in more ways than one. Sounds romantic? Yeah, exactly. I mean, hey, if there was a meteor heading towards Earth, I would want to just like spend time with the person that I love. You listen to different ASMR. Oh, you listen to like the fucking people holding up things to the mic and go like that one, like that kind of ASMR. It's like, look, I'm opening a bag of chips, kind of ASMR. Like, oh, look at this wrapper. Like that? Have you heard of the story about the fake missile threat alarm in Hawaii and how two siblings allegedly got it going on thinking they'd die? Oh no! I know about the fake missile threat, but oh my god, that happened? Oh, the horny ones. Yeah, I mean, I also listen to a lot of horny ASMR. Hey, I have like 125 gigabytes of it in my computer, you know? yeah, Roggy, I'll stop that. Don't worry. Like, I'm not really a big fan of that kind of ASMR as well, Roggy. Don't worry. I just had that as an example for Bakshin. But yeah, I don't know if the sibling thing is real. Might have been a LARP. What? They're LARPing as siblings, or they're LARPing that they're having sex? Oh man. I don't know. The whole thing happened, that the whole thing happened, Clotho. You deserve a bonk. What? But yeah, what do you call it? I don't know. I feel like when you're young, you just have like all of these you start to develop all of these feelings that you don't understand for people that you know, for people that don't make sense to fall in love with when you really think about it when you grow up. And a lot of times you do outgrow them, and I guess sometimes people don't outgrow them, and that's how you get incest. Oh man, I should call in Arya. 1 second. Not just kidding. I'm not gonna call in Arya. Imagine I just call in Arya right now and I'm like, hey cousin. No. Ah! God. When I was young, I got none of those thoughts. I got curious and horny thoughts. Oh, I see. Oh, thanks for the hydrate. Hold on. Let me just drink some water, Kenshi. God. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how incest develops, honestly. It's just people never outgrowing those thoughts of like, oh, I love my brother / sister so much, but like they don't understand that like that's probably like just, you know, the brotherly or sisterly love, and then it starts to develop into like lust, you know. I don't know. Again, I'm not an expert on these kinds of things. These are just the hypotheses of a funny fun anime boy online. Oh man. Shit's wild, dude. There was this there was also this other really interesting ASMR audio that god damn it, Bakshin. There's also this one really interesting ASMR audio that I heard where like I think you go to this island resort and you go to this hotel that's owned by this jellyfish girl. Okay? Like this jellyfish woman owns this hotel. And then she like takes you on a tour of the hotel, and then she introduces you to this thing that's like this pool is filled with lots of baby jellyfish, and if you climb into it, they will start like caressing you, and they will actually promote youth in your body. It'll make you feel younger, you know? And then she leads you to the jellyfish pool and kind of like takes a dip with you in the jellyfish pool. And then it turns out you actually do start getting younger and younger. Like it's like this whole fountain of youth scenario. And then you're like, oh shit. She's like, imagine the Super Creek memes if it was like turned up to like 500, you know? Like imagine the meme Super Creek and it's just turned up to like 500. And then eventually you're like trying to escape the island and you're like hiding from her, and you just hear her voice in the distance while there's like a rainstorm. And then eventually she ends up finding you, and she gives you one last dip in the jellyfish pool. And then you turn into a baby, and then she stuffs you inside of her womb and talks to you as if affectionately as if you're her child. I did not expect that ASMR to turn out that way. I thought it was just like this relaxing, like I thought it was supposed to be relaxing. And I just only had one thought when I heard that ASMR. I was like, today's a horrible day to be able to understand Japanese. That sounds like Child Polnareff from JoJo, but way, way worse. Oh, God. That's so true. That's so true. Oh, my God. Yeah. And then there was this other one that one of my friends sent me, where it's like, oh, it's just a slice of life thing where you bond with your sister and like have dinner with her. And I was like, okay, I dig it, sure, I'll listen to it. And it turns out it turns out at first it seems like a slice of life thing, but it happens in a zombie apocalypse, and your sister's actually a zombie that kind of has it a little bit together and just kind of gets cravings to eat human flesh from time to time, but she kind of has it under control, and if you say no, she'll just like be like, oh, okay. And in that audio drama, you don't say no, and she starts like fucking nomming on your arm, and I hate like those wet squelching noises, and I'm like, I know why my friend sent me this now. God damn. Don't we all get those cravings sometimes? That's wild. That's a wild thing to say, Orion. That's really fucking wild. Oh, man. What else? There was this one where you get kidnapped by a witch, and then she like slowly starts to just like eat you. And then but the thing is, like, you know, she keeps you alive, and then eventually she kind of starts to grow affectionate towards you. So, you know, she shows you she shows you around her spice garden, and then, you know, around her mansion, and then in the end she was like, I will keep a memento of you so that I can remember you forever. And she like takes out your eyes and then like implants it onto herself so that she can have your eyes, and it's supposed to be like this really romantic thing, and I'm like, ah. Hey Clotho, look at my chat, but the things that you said that you always listen to, I always search those and listen to it and even watch it. Ayo. Ayo. Man. Yeah, there's a lot of really weird ASMR out there, trust me. There's a lot of really weird stuff out there. So yeah. Let's check out some of the stuff that you guys wanted me to watch. Because I've seen the Neuro songs. What's this one? Aruna's Lolikami Requiem, I've seen that one. Blue Archive alternate Sensei ending. I haven't seen that one. Berlin moments that remind me of Gehenna, that one I need to watch. And I gave AI control of my car. I watched that. It was fucking hilarious. It was so funny, especially when they had other people ride the Neuro car. It was really funny. All right, let's see what's this. Let's watch the Gehenna Berlin moments that remind me of Gehenna thing. Hey Mimi, if you're still here, you might be interested in this one because it involves Berlin. Okay, let's pause. This video may be inappropriate for some users. Am I gonna get demonetized for this? Hey Clotho, what if I told you that you're adorbs? Aw, thank you, True Duck. How you doing today? Am I gonna get demonetized for this, Mighty? Hold on. I don't know. Okay, fuck it, we ball? Is there any like violent footage in here? Let's see. Oh. That East Berlin, bitch. Okay, let's see. Okay. What's this guy kicking? Oh, God. Oh. Oh. Did he get trapped in the bus? Okay. What the heck? They just set up a table on the train. They're having fondue on the train. That's crazy. That's absolutely wild. Huh? Oh my god, look, it's Kasumi. This does feel very Gehenna coded. Whee! Man, Berlin is wild. Don't be a pussy. Oh my god, look. Ah! Ow! What is this? Oh, that's gonna fall. That's gonna fall. Oh my god, are they... This just seems like typical football pants. Damn! Oh god! Guys, the hot springs department is at it again. God. That looks so fun, but I know it's so dangerous and I'll probably end up getting hurt if I do that. What is that? Oh, is it like a fire hydrant that got busted? Or is it a hot springs? Oh my god, look, it's it's the prefect team on the job. Oh, what the fuck? True, true, so true. Is this like a normal occurrence in Berlin? Oh, so many people falling off of bikes. What the fuck? What is happening? Oh god. Is he gonna surf with a fucking ironing board? What the heck? What the heck? The Project KV we could have had? Oh my god. This is just people doing HEMA, right? Himari and Amy. Oh! Yup. This seems about right. Disperse! Nothing to see here! Is he pissing on the fire? Is he pissing on the fire? Oh, it's gonna explode in his hand. Yep. I knew it. I had a Roman candle explode on my hand once. Oh! Oh, jeez. Oh, god. Yeah, I've seen firework factory explosions like this. It's not pretty. It's not pretty. This is why people need to be really careful with their fireworks. Oh my god, man's doing pull-ups on a traffic light. Is this a train rave? It is a train rave. I'll go stop that. Hey! Why are there so many cars on fire? What's going on? Oh god! I don't understand when people do that, when they just like want to hurt themselves like that. That was a very crispy Yeah, what's with all the fireworks just like wrecking everything? It's the Gourmet Research Society being chased by the prefect team. Huh? What's he gonna do with that street light? Oh my god, it's Jack's League of Legends. What the fuck? Okay, that actually looks kind of fun and dangerous. Oh, speaking of dangerous, there you go. God. Yeah, don't do that. Are they just stealing the barricades? What are they doing? Oh, they're making a blockade. What the fuck? Yeah, he's gonna... Once that car breaks, he's gonna go under the car, probably. Man, this kind of reminds me, though, like, back in the Philippines, like, people would hang off of, like, jeeps and, cars and trucks and whatnot. Like, they just hang on the vehicles, or they'd even, like, sit on the rooftops and just, like, jump off when they reach their stop. There you go. Yeah. So... Berlin... Gehenna is definitely influenced by Germany, as we can see. Oh, it's still the same? Classic 20-seater jeepney. Exactly, Orion. Exactly. Like, people would just hang off of the vehicles. Do I want to watch this alternate Sensei ending one? Let's see. Should I watch it? Okay, maybe we'll watch it, and then after that, we'll go take a quick break. Let's see, what's this one? Should I watch it, Mighty? Who sent this one? Was it Az? I see an A. I think it might be Az. Okay. Let's see. I already see Midori looking extremely distressed. I'm kind of scared. Oh, it's also yours. Oh no. Oh, is this when Momoi got injured by Aris that one time? Yep, I knew it. I knew it. Oh god, she's pointing a gun at her. Oh no, Serena, she couldn't save Sensei. Oh no, Akko. Is this when they tried to restore Hina? Oh god. Okay, Rio trying to destroy Aris, I'm assuming? Yeah, she's gonna destroy Aris. Is this like if Sensei didn't... Oh no, sorry, please! Oh no! Is she gonna fight Saori because Hina got killed? What is this? Oh no! Are they just... Oh no, Yuzu! I don't know if I can show this one. Oh god. Okay, good thing I scrolled down. I don't know if I can show that one. Oh god. Himari got imprisoned? What's going on here? Everyone's just like fucking dying. Everyone's imprisoned. Oh no, Seiya. And then Hifumi's just watching the world burn. What is this? Is this the world without Sensei? Is this Azusa having to... Oh no, Iroha, what happened to you? Ibuki, no! This is the world without Sensei, folks. You might say that this is just Sensei propaganda, but no. This is the world without Sensei. No, Natsu. Oh no, she's gonna Kath Palug. This is the Kath Palug theory. Oh no, Mika's going crazy and Koharu's like, Mika, no. Is that Nagisa? What is this? This is basically Blue Archive if everything went wrong then. Mika's going crazy, so regular Mika. I'm assuming they bombed areas. Oh no, what's going on here? Oh no, she got dismantled. No. No, Arisu, no. Damn. Is that Mika? Yeah, I think that's Mika. And then Akko is like... Oh no. Hifumi's sinking. Huh. Well. Let's look at Kibato's with Sensei now, okay? Let's look at Kibato's with Sensei now, guys. This is to give us Kibato's with Sensei. Ah! Ah! Just another day in Kibato's. That's true, yeah. You're right, actually, Kalev. Like, without Sensei, they wouldn't have been able to make it inside the ruins where Aris was, right? There's actually a lot of things that wouldn't have happened if Sensei wasn't there. Number one, Gehenna would have invaded Abydos and would have been successful. I mean, in the first place, Abydos would have been would have been destroyed by those mobs, because remember, Sensei helped them you know, beat those mobs because they were so disorganized with their teamwork, right? Like Sensei's teamwork was the one that allowed them to actually beat the mobs by becoming like an organized, well-oiled machine. You already know. You just hear her going. "Ah." Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. So Sensei really set off a chain reaction. So I guess what would have happened is that Abydos would have like. Then again, Hoshino's kind of cracked, right? And Shiroko's also kind of cracked, so they would have been fine in the end, but they might have like suffered injuries, like a lot more injuries. And eventually they would have been overwhelmed just by the war of attrition that like that the mobs just kept attacking and attacking and attacking them. She smoked the crack. No, she doesn't. No. Oh. Bye, Nagisa. Oh, look at Ibuki, so cute. So yeah. So Ibuki's cute. Anyways. So. Oh, I have it muted. I'm stupid. Anyways, we had a pretty good conversation today. Naughty Akko trying to sneak out with the adults. True. She tried to keep us in her basement, remember? But yeah, so I think we had a pretty good conversation today, guys. I think today's conversation was fun. We kind of went on a tangent at the very end, as we usually do, but it was fun talking about like all of the AI stuff with you guys. That was interesting. I really do feel like give it a few years and AI will eventually just look sentient enough that we won't be able to distinguish them from like actual human thought. Like I bet you there's a bunch of AIs that could like basically pass the Turing test now, you know? Yeah, Akko, my wife, wanted me before I even knew her. Oh, Ragi, is Akko your actual Blue Archive wife? Have you decided on Akko? Yeah, anyways, so let's see who's streaming today so we can raid into someone. AI is not that horny? You would be surprised. You would be surprised. Akko, Ryo, and Akari? Okay. Those are definitely some choices. I can see why. Alright, let's see. Who's streaming right now? Because I also want to rest my voice because remember, tomorrow we're gonna be continuing what was that again? We're gonna be continuing Rowdy and Cheery. There you go. Rowdy and Cheery. Let's see. Who should we... Ooh, Smugsuck is streaming right now. Ooh, or Momiji as well. Let's see. We haven't raided into Momiji for a while. She's playing Zenless Zone Zero. Here, let's raid into Momiji. Let's say Melodite raid. Alright. Make sure to say hi to Momiji to me, and thank you for attending today's midweek Melodite mic. If you guys have any suggestions on what next week's topic should be, please do tell me, okay? Please do tell me, because I really want to see what you guys want to talk about, like, and what topics you guys are interested in, because you know, having conversations like this with you guys is really, really fun. All right, guys. I'll talk to you next time. Otsuklo.